Revmate is an integrated tax and revenue management system. It is a software solution suite to automate tax and sundry revenue collection operations. Revmate handles taxpayer registration, personal income tax, motor vehicle administration, and tax intelligence. On the other hand, Cashworks is a software solution that delivers a system for monitoring and reporting government revenue. This solution is designed for the successful implementation of a common cash receipting system to harmonize revenue collection and payment across the state and ultimately enable the reporting of all revenue generated by government through its various revenue generating streams. Therefore, today, if a new taxpayer walks into the state Internal Revenue Service, the taxpayer will be registered by the Taxpayer Service Unit. This unit will generate a unique taxpayer identification number for the taxpayer. Without this identification number, the taxpayer will not be able to conduct any further business at the Revenue Board, such as tax assessment or vehicle registration. So, for example, taxpayer A with the taxpayer identification number can then proceed to the assessment office to file their tax return. The assessment officer will enter the taxpayer's income details into Revmate for the system to compute tax liabilities. The taxpayer's assessment passes through several levels of approval with the unit head, department head, and finally the executive chairman reviewing the taxpayer's assessment details on Revmate before a tax clearance is authorized and tax clearance certificate issued to taxpayer A. While taxpayer A is getting assessed, taxpayer B, who has also been registered by the Taxpayer Services Unit, heads to the licensing office with taxpayer identification number to register a new vehicle. A licensing officer will take taxpayer B through the available inventory of plate numbers on Revmate. Once taxpayer B selects plate number of choice, vehicle details are entered into Revmate for the system to compute payment to be made for vehicle registration. A and B will also receive SMS notifications and emails based on their affairs conducted at the Revenue Board. Also, they can log on to the Revmate portal with their identification details and view their taxpayer account online. This online account provides a single view of all their transactions with the state Internal Revenue Service, whether registration, tax assessment, vehicle licensing, or payment. Management of the state Internal Revenue Service also have immediate access to all reports based on their daily operations, whether registration, assessment, licensing, or collection, thereby providing management with analysis and reporting ability for better decision-making and planning. The tax intelligence feature of Revmate enables the intelligence unit of the state Internal Revenue Service to conduct a mini-census of taxpayers with location coordinates taken. This will facilitate discovery, internal collaboration between relevant departments or units, and lay the foundation for tax mapping. The state Internal Revenue Service, with the automation of their core business processes, is now geared to effectively manage non-compliance and encourage compliance, entrench transparency, improve taxpayer service, expand the tax net, minimize errors in accounting, improve reporting, and reduce turnaround time in processing taxpayer records. With this system in place and an active workforce, the state government has laid the foundation to significantly raise its internally generated revenue profile.